Hello and welcome to Wow Embossing YouTube channel. My name is Aditi and today I am back with some textured, elegant, mixed media looking card for y'all using the new release products. I am playing with the new trio set, the ice crystals, and this comes with pink ice, blue ice and white ice. I am using all the three embossing powders for the card today, and I am going in for a really soft tone on tone look. So I'm going to use Pastiche, which is another new release powder from our recent releases. I'm playing with this Alexandra Renke butterfly die as well as Crafty Meraki's speckled canopy cover die. And for the butterflies, I am going to emboss them with these three embossing powders. Now what I'm doing is separating the layers and mixing all the layers up so that I can have a multicolored looking butterfly with white, pink and blue eyes all on the same butterfly. And so I am going to first emboss three different layers with white eyes, so that would just make it two wings and the body. And when I sprinkle this embossing powder, I first gently tap to get rid of the chunky glitter, and then the entire embossing powder, that is the base, comes through, giving me a nice look for my embossing here. So once I have finished embossing with white eyes, I am moving on to pink eyes. So I like sprinkling the embossing powders first, and you can see me here, I'm also rolling the bottles just to get all of that glitter and powder mixed up so that I get a good quantity of both when I sprinkle them on my butterflies. Once that's done, I am moving over to blue eyes. So like I was mentioning earlier, I first like to just sprinkle the embossing glitter and have that down in place, and then once and for all I will heat set all the layers and get the powdered set up on my butterflies. So with that last one done, I can now begin the process of heat setting this, and I just keep alternating. I start heat setting from the back just so that it melts a little bit of the powders and the chunky glitters don't fly. Once I know that it has done that, I then move to the front and get everything completely melted and set. So I'm just repeating that to all the pieces of my butterflies here and heat setting the white eyes, blue eyes and pink eyes, giving me some shimmery, sparkly butterflies. So with that done, I am now going to use Pastiche and cover up my cover die panel. To apply embossing ink on the cover die panel, simply because it's a larger piece, I'm using a brayer tool, rubbing that in my embossing pad and then applying embossing ink on my panel. I then sprinkle Pastiche and then I am going to heat set that to get a nice textured background. However, not something that overpowers, something that's just elegant, subtle, white, but elegant for these shimmery butterflies. So once that's done, I am now all set to assemble and glue the layers. I'm going to use liquid adhesive and adhere the cover die panel onto an A2 card base. And once that is done, I am just nicely burnishing that with a bone folder and making sure everything is adhered. Simply because this is an embossed panel, I want to just be careful, making sure all of this is intact and set on my card. With that done, I am now going to put the butterflies together. So just mixing the layers, I am checking which layer goes with which one and then alternating the layers to create the multicolored butterflies that I was talking about earlier. I'm going to use liquid adhesive just at the center of my die cut pieces, and I am using my tweezer to press firmly and make sure that the pieces are adhered well at the center. I also just curl the wings slightly by moving them with my fingers, and as I'm pressing right in the center of the butterfly, I also lift the wings up in opposite direction, and what that does is just creates further dimension, making um, the butterflies look like they are going to fly. So it just creates that fluttering movement that I need, and for that reason I don't adhere them completely down. Now, with the butterflies all set, I am going to decide on a composition for this card. Initially, I thought I could line them up, but the butterflies were really big and all three will not fit together. That's when I decided to offset them and create the sense of movement with the butterflies. So, with that down in place and a sentiment, my card is now complete. This makes for a really soft, elegant, yet shimmery, sparkly card. I really hope that you love the dimension and the details of this card and that you give it a try. Let me know in the comments below. And until the next time, take care and bye bye.